Hello everyone, I'm Paul and today we're solving problem 190, reverse bits. This is an easy problem and here I will show you my thought process and efficient solution. The description is very simple. We're given an integer with 32 bits and we need to reverse it. So if we're given this, here is the binary representation of this number, and if we reverse these numbers we get this. As you can see, here we have two zeros to the right and here we have two zeros to the left. And this large binary number corresponds to this number in base 10. And given that we need to return an integer, we return this big number. The main observation here is that we always need to keep track of these 32 bits. Why? Well, let's say that we have a very small number, 6. This is the base 10 representation of the number, and the binary representation is 110. This is the base 2 representation. We need 0, 2 to the power of 0, 1, 2 to the power of 1, and 1, 2 to the power of 2. And here we have 4 plus 2, which is 6. This 6. Here we only see 3 bits, but we have 32 bits, so we have more bits to the left. And if we reverse this entire binary number, we get these bits to the right now, and then we get 1, then we get 1 again, and then we get this 0. So we need to consider all of this. So we can iterate all 32 bits. We are going from right to left. We can say that the result is initially 0, and every time we are left shifting the result. So we are making room for one more bit every time. And now we need to get the least significant bit and add it to the result. So how do we get this number? Well, we can take the current number in base 10 modulo 2, because this is a binary number and the result is 0. This 0 corresponds to the least significant bit. So now we need to add it to the result. For this we can use the bitwise OR operator, and 0 or 0 is equal to 0, 0, which is the same as 0. And now we can right shift this binary number, meaning we can remove the least significant bit because we have already seen this. And now we can repeat the exact same process. Now this number in base 10 has 1 to the power of 0 and 1 to the power of 1, meaning it's free. And now we can left shift the result. We are making room for one more bit, and the least significant bit is 1, so 0 bitwise OR 1 is equal to 0, 1. So now we have 0, 1 in the result. We can right shift this, meaning we are removing the least significant bit. We are left with this in binary, which is 1 in base 10. And now we can repeat the same process. We left shift the result. We are making room for one more bit. We take the least significant bit, and this bitwise OR 1 is equal to 0, 1, 1. So this is the new result. Now we can right shift this number. We remove the least significant bit. The new number in base 10 is 0. Now we can left shift this. Here we are adding another 0. The least significant number is a 0. So this stays as it is. This in base 10 stays as it is. We are right shifting this. Then we are left shifting this, and so on. So now you get the idea. So that's how we go from this binary number to this one. And by the end of this process, we will have here in the result the base 10 representation of this binary number, which is exactly what we want because we need to return an integer. So with this in mind, now let's go with the code. This is a very short code. The result is initially 0, and now we can iterate every bit. So for I in range 32, we can say result left shift 1. We are making room for one more bit, and now we say result bitwise OR equal n modulo 2. We are making room for one more bit, and we are adding the least significant bit in the current number to the current result. And now we need to right shift the current number. So we take the number, right shift, equal 1. And finally we can return result. So this is the entire code. Now let's submit this. As you can see, this works and it's very efficient. Here time complexity is big of 1 because we are iterating 32 bits every time, and this is a constant number. And space complexity is also big of 1 because we are dealing with integers only. So this is it for this problem. If you found this useful, please drop a like, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.